Hello, Clint here with Crimson Landscape, and today we're going to talk about synthetic grass. But first, let me talk about our organization. And when it comes to synthetic grass, you'll find there's actually quite a few organizations out there that are just one or two man shows. It's just a couple guys that work full-time jobs, but they have websites and marketing, and they just resell other people's turf. If that's the route you want to go, understand, no big deal. From my perspective, I think it's important to buy a suite of services from an organization that has an office, full-time staff, has their own trucks. And this outlines a few things that you may want to consider when you pick a turf company. One is we are one-stop shop, do have our own in-house design team, and we have a really low turnover rate of our employees, especially our key leadership. Turnover rate is quite low. We're hyper-focused on client satisfaction. We have four key principles: connect, respond, quality, and consistency. Respond is a big one. You'll find if you Google a lot of organizations, you'll find the number one complaint is response time or communication. That's never a complaint that you'll hear about us. We are hyper-focused on communication. Quality and consistency is a big one for me, for the simple fact that we have projects that start at $79 up to $79,000. And for me, it's not about the price tag. It's about keeping that client's business as long as our doors are open. Third is 78% of our new business comes from referrals. That's a big deal to us. We wanted to make sure we not only earn your business, but we want to earn your referrals and business from your friends. And we now have completed over 1,000 projects. We are fully insured, and we do carry workers' compensation for our employees. You'll be surprised at how many organizations don't have workers' comp. I recommend before you select any contractor, you always ask for their insurance. We are happy to provide it. And there's one little line on there that'll say if they carry workers' compensation or not. All right, let's move into the turf section. As you can see in this turf section, this is just kind of a simple turf backyard we did about a year ago. And a few things I want to highlight about our organization that we include when we do a turf project. One, we do all the grade and drainage work in-house. You can see we tied the gutter from this downspout. There's a few extra red circles you can see here. We have buried drains here. We capture the water near the foundation of this house just because the slope in this backyard was not the best. So we do all that in-house, so you do not have to find a drainage company to do the drainage before you select the turf company for the turf. We also take care of the irrigation and sprinkler system in-house. We take care of every bit of that for you. Then if you have any other needs, we can take care of as well: landscape design, lighting, installation, tree trimming, tree removal, any other outdoor enhancements, outdoor living you may want to add as part of your turf project. We are happy to take care of that. We are a true one-stop shop for your exterior landscaping needs. Okay. This will show our standard grass here. Our standard grass we offer is Simply Natural. It's a product that's made in the USA. It's got a 15-year manufacturer warranty. It's ideally suited for front yards, play areas, and multi-purpose fields. This one is not well suited for pets or for areas with drainage issues. This turf right here is a great turf. It's one of my favorites. The feel and texture of this turf feels exactly like our most expensive turf we offer. The only real main difference is the backing. The backing is hole punched versus the entire back being having the max drainage flow technology. 80 ounces is the weight I really like. 1.5 inch tall. I like this color. Again, it's made by Easy Turf, 15-year warranty, and you can get a 2-inch blade if you want something really soft. But I prefer the 1.5 inch height turf. And here is the Ultimate Natural. Again, it's basically the same as the turf I just showed you. The only difference is mainly the backing. The backing has a max flow technology where urine, water will flow right through this turf without any drama. So this turf is by far the best for pets or any areas where there's a drainage issue. Especially if you have a small backyard, I would go with this Ultimate Natural to ensure that it drains quite nicely. All right, moving on to putting greens. Putting greens is a nice add-on option for any outdoor space. Won't speak too much on putting greens. Shapes and sizes vary based on how the user wants to install the putting green and or space limitations. We can get quite long. Our really only limitation will be 15 feet wide because the rolls come in 15 feet wide. We can have them roll uphill, roll downhill. 4 holes is a good size putting green. 3 hole is going to be your typical, just because you don't want too many holes on your space because they start to clutter it up. Then if you want to get really fancy, as you can see in this top left corner, we added a white turf sand trap, which looks really neat, especially for larger backyards or for larger putting greens. Lastly, I want to talk about a few of the options that we can do with your turf. Top left, you can see we did steel edge for this particular application. I prefer the steel edge over the bender board. I think the bender board, it's a synthetic board that fades and bends over time too easy. I prefer the steel edge. Upper right, if you really like that ribbon look, so the strips in the concrete, I actually have it in my house. It's real popular. Bottom right, if you need a retaining wall for us to level your backyard, this particular retaining wall is in a concrete pattern with a color and sealed. It looks quite nice in this space. And finally, on the left, if you need a border to go around your turf, level your space, step up, or you want to do your turf for as a deck rather than go to a traditional concrete or paver deck, we can do that as well. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to us at crimsonlandscape.com.